Good morning, ma'am. By the way, my name is Salomidi Omas-as from BS Cream 1D. This is my video recording of what I've learned in the entire discussion that we have. So, first, ma'am, is we discuss about the pattern that are in nature, the appreciations of pattern and its deeper meaning. So, what is pattern? Pattern are repeated regular and recurring form of or design. One example of the pattern that I appreciate and learned the most is the honeycomb. Why is honeycomb shape is hexagon, not circle? It is because using hexagon shape is they can accumulate the total space that they have. Next topic is about Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci sequence is a set of numbers that start with 1 or 0 followed by a 1 and proceed based on the role that each number called a Fibonacci number is equal to the sum of the preceding two numbers. The example of Fibonacci sequence I understand the most is the snail shell. The snail shell of the shell of the snail starts from small to large. So it's in short it is start from small number to a large number of measure. The new ideas I've learned is even a snail shell has a mathematical value that it is best example in solving Fibonacci sequence. I think Fibonacci sequence can help me on solving such problem related on pattern. This is the example of formula of Fibonacci. Next topic is we discuss about the mathematical language and symbols. Language is a systematic way of communicating and with other people use of sounds and convention symbols. For me, this topic is so broad to me because it includes numbers, sets, functions, and operations. Symbols, variable sets of notation, logical symbols, special symbols. These are the important sets in this topic. And n or the natural number, example of that natural number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19. And W or the whole number example is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the Z stands for the sets of integers example negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, positive 1, positive 2, positive 3. Q or the rational number example of rational number is 1/4, 1/2, 1/5, 3/4. And the irrational numbers example is the square roots, and cube roots. And R stands for real numbers. Example of it is the natural number, whole number, integers, and rational and irrational. And C stands for complex number. Let's proceed to the other topics. The next topics is equal and equivalent sets. Example of equal sets is E, V, C, D, and a set A is equal to E, V, C, D, and set B is equal to D, C, B, A. So this equal sets is the set A should have the what inside the set B. So my example is A, B, C, D, and the set B is D, C, B, E. So, and the equivalent sets examples is set A is equal to A, B, C, D, E, and set B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, the set A has equivalent in the set B. And the next topic is joint and disjoint sets. Example of joint sets is E is equal to RACE and B is equal to ECER. So this joint set has, if what is in the set A should have exactly in the set B. So example of the disjoint set is E is equal to XYG and B is equal to MNO. So it is disjoint because the set E, um the set of the sets E is didn't have in the sets B. Let's proceed on our topics. Next topic is the inductive and deductive reasoning. Inductive reasoning is the process of reaching the general conclusion by examining specific example. Example of inductive reasoning is this. So, as we see in the sets, it is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and 36. So, their interval is 6. That's why the possible result of the possible next of 36 is 42. Deductive reasoning is the process of reaching a conclusion by applying general assumption, procedures, and principles. Example of this is a number of divisible by 2, then it must be even number. It's so that I select the number 18 since the number 18 is divisible by 2. So 18 divided 2 is 9. So 18 is divisible by 2. So therefore 18 is an even number. The next topic is measure of central tendency. The mean, median, and mode. To solve the mean, you will use this operation. This a sets of individual numbers divide the total numbers of values. To solve the mean, you have to add the individual values, and when you have the result of the individual values, individual numbers, you will divide of how many numbers of individual. Next is to solve the median, you have to arrange in order the number and when you arrange it from the lowest to highest. So this is the way to solve the median. So my number is 2, 5, 7, 9, 12, 16. So to solve the median, you have to arrange lowest to highest. So 2, 5, 7, 9, 12, 16. Since it has 6 individual numbers, so the it has 2 median. So it is 7 and 9. So when you solve the median, if it is 2, you have to add that two numbers and divided by 2. Next is to identify the mode, you have to arrange the number from highest to lowest in order. This is the example of solving a mode. So, the set is 8, 10, 12, 7, 6, 5, 11, 5. So, when you arrange it lowest to highest, you have to write 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. So, the mode is 5 because it is the only number nang nagbalik. And if this is the result of your sets, there is no number that uh, nagbalik is the answer is no, there is no mode. The next topic is mathematics and finance. The example of mathematics and finance is the formula is interest is equals to PRT. I stands for the amount of interest, P stands for principal's amount, R stands for rate of interest, and T stands for time. So this is the formula. The last topic we discuss is about the logic. Part of it is truth value and that truth table. So this is the connective symbols, connective symbols type of statement. So in connective symbols, it if you say conjunction in connective symbols, you have to write and the arrow is taas na yan. In symbols, if you see a disjunction, the connective is or and the symbol is V. And when you say negation, the symbol is this, and you have to the connective is not in the sentence. So when you say conditional statement, you say this symbol, and when in connective statement, in connective sentence, it use if and then. When you say by conditional, say this type of symbols, and when you use it in a sentence, you have to say if and only if, or I if. As our overall discussion, there are so many new ideas that I've learned in every specific topics of our discussion. I can now solve better than before. Some of our topics is just a review from our past year, but we're almost forget it. That's why I want to apologize to your mom for not responding it directly to the most of our discussion. All of our learnings in this subject can help us to solve every, easily in every problems that are related in the topics. Every day we use mathematics, that's why there's a big chance that we can use what we've learned in this subject in our real life. So that's all, ma'am. Thank you and God bless.